He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Connor, the ball carrier.
He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And this will be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the Browns' 40-yard line.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Hands to James.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 38.
He's crossing. He's checking Craig. Begin. Hey! Ringo.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, There's nothing but room to run.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside hill. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 40, 30, the 20, and touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Lining up for the extra
well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go. Kill. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards the pick up there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Check 26.
And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. He'll pitch it back, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Eric Ebron. 47 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Check, 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 check. Wide, get wide.
A run for Nick Chubb. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Watch 98, watch 98, 98 for Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shift.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 4. Check it out, read. Hurry. Hurry. 98 for Mike. Watch the run. Alert.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
30-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Clear. Switch it. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield with it once more. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Score Browns 14, Steelers 13.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
sir, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check three. Watch the safety creep. Deuce.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, alert!
Sometimes you need a phone, one that keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the wisdom when they keep you where you've been before.
So that'll back them up 5.
No, I can't go.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
I got you. Hey, alert 33. Check nickel.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now a timeout taken.
Good.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Man, I got you.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They're running it. 198. Rush 98. 98 to Mike. Coming this way. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It leads to second.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Rush 98. 98 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense. All day. Watch twins. Kill.
They run. Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's put that team on the bus. 198. Rush 98. 98 to Mike. Get away with it.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
40-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Mayfield now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. A first down throw for Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mark. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Slam, 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 slam.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 35 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line. And this will remain a 1-score game as the lead holds at 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. And the Steeler first down.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Connor. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Gives to the first man through. Watt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Steelers.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now it's Connor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Defense wins championships, baby. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Switch up. Switch up. Check. Check. Check.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 47 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Throwing, Mayfield, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
28, Steelers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd
from the gun. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st down, Raiders.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Shelbrick Redwine. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Play fake to Counter. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close. Browns defense.